Welcome back to Cards and Comics, guys. Today we're going to get weird. We're going to go deep into the 90s here with one of the products that to me is one of the most interesting products that came out in the 90s, because this was Donruss Studio, 1998, and this set has been around since 91. It was designed around the idea of photographs, photography, but through the years it morphed into weird areas. This set eventually had cards that looked like credit cards. It really was a set that lost identity, and this set was weird when it came out. A lot of kids don't want to collect 8x10s, which is why this thing is so massive and huge. This thing weighs a ton. There's 18 packs here, so you're going to get 18 of these 8x10s. There's autographs in it, obviously. It's 98. People had evolved. So there is that chase. But even in 98, what I remember this product was, it was clunky, hard to open. The packs are huge. No one really wanted to collect 8x10s. How are you going to store them? It was just a weird, oddball set. And so they took something that was really, I think, kind of cool, which was photography based, cool looking cards, and kind of morphed it into this thing, which I don't think a lot of people really liked and wanted. And then eventually they kind of got rid of it. So this is kind of like, I don't think they did it more than 2 years. I'm thinking maybe 97 and 98 or 98, 99, or it may have just been a 1 year thing. I've not memorized every set that came out in the 90s yet. But this was one of the ones I was interested in opening, because in 98 I was not into this set. Again, I had just came off a 97 Finest. 98 was a year that I kind of skipped. I didn't do a lot of 98 products. I was in college. So this is kind of, again, a weirdo kind of product that, I don't think a lot of collectors were really into, but it's got some cool inserts. There is gold press proofs of the 8x10s. They're I think numbered out of 300. There is silver and gold press proofs of the base cards. The silver is out of 1,000, the golds are 300, and they are sequentially numbered. You have, let me go back here, try not to, there is, I think, was it freeze frame? It's another insert that's in here. Yeah, freeze frame, which are sequentially numbered to 5,000, but the first 500 are die cut, so you've got kind of a short print die cut there. You got Hit Parade. What are Micro Etch is sequentially numbered to 5,000, and the Master Strokes, which are numbered to 1,000. So again, there are a lot of opportunities to hit autographs, to hit artist proofs, sequential numbered cards. But again, when things are weirdly shaped or distributed in a weird format, generally collectors aren't as accepting. We're a hobby that doesn't like change so much. But just like coins, the can cards, things like that. A lot of gimmicks in the 90s, and this was a little gimmicky. So we're going to try to open this, and it's got a little stand on the back where it's supposed to kind of stand up like this on the shelf. But it's a weird product. I'm going to try to open here and get some of the packs out. Because again, the packs are big, and they all are going to be kind of hard to open, so you're going to have to bear with me as I open this, because I do think each pack is going to be its own little mini, almost like mini box. So I'm going to try to pull them all out here to get rid of the box, so I don't have to lug that thing around anymore. So now I've got, sorry, I'm going to hit, it's going to be hard not to hit the camera. So now I've got each of these individual packs here that I'm going to have to try to open now. And let's see, so they had a rip, so you got a tear here. So I am actually excited to open it, because this is brand new to me. I think I've opened one of these packs before in kind of a multi pack product I bought from the 90s, kind of a repack. So let's see how this was supposed to be opened. You got the pack here, so you get the pack of cards, then you get the 8x10, and again, you could get a gold one, you could get one that's autographed. So our first one is Jose Cruz Jr. which I wasted a lot of money on Jose Cruz Jr. back in the day. I will not lie. He was definitely someone I bought a lot of his cards, especially 97 Bowman Chrome. I did get the refractor rookie of his at one point. So that was definitely one of those things that I probably shouldn't have done. That's just the base. So that's what a base card looks like. So here's the pack. So we got Dante Bichette on the front. Everything looks like in good shape. So that's one good thing is this is, you know, for as bulky and weird as this product is, this is actually a product that's, or this box is in pretty good shape. You can see not a lot of damage here. So there's Bichette, Paul Malter. The cards are pretty thin. The design is okay. You know, good photography, obviously, for a set like this. Paul Malter. There's Jeffrey Hammonds. We've got Frank Catalanato. David DeLucci. A lot of weird names here. Steve Finley. And then our back is Ishmael Valdez. So out of that, you got really what, Dante Bichette or Paul Malter is kind of our best player. So not a great first pack. Jose Cruz and I guess Paul Malter is our highlights there. So we'll go to pack 2. So maybe it won't be quite as hard to open. Again, the 90s are so weird. You know, again, I mentioned can cards and everything. There's so many products that are hard to open. You know, I had a video I had to actually cancel because the product was so hard to open. All right, we got A-Rod, so this would have been a cool hit in 98. This one has a little bit of glue. I think you could probably remove it. Otherwise, it looks pretty nice. So we got A-Rod, and then we got the pack down here. So we got the pack. But yeah, like the product that I had the hardest time with was Top Screenplays. That product was horrific to try to open. In fact, I kind of just quit because it was just so hard. The product pretty much disintegrated. So that product. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that because, you know, obviously I need to do that to complete my whole run going of every pack. But that was, we'll have to figure out something there because that was a disaster. Higginson, Denny Eagle, Kenny Lofton. And again, we're looking for inserts and we're looking for the press proofs. Here is the first Frank Thomas card. Very cool. Abraham Nunez, Kurt Schilling. And this is the MLB. So this is a sweepstake card to win, I guess, a PlayStation in 1999. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's like PlayStation MLB 99 sweepstakes, insert cards and packs. So here's the first insert card, and it's Ben Grieve. So your obligatory Ben Grieve card because he's the only rookie. Him and Travis Lee were in all these sets back in the day. All right, so again, you can see the hobby odds here. That I just read off, so you know it does give you those odds. I was wondering if those actual PlayStation cards are given an odds, but they're not. So they're just an insert you're going to get. I don't know how many we're going to get, so I guess we'll find out when we open the full box how many of those we're going to get in a box. It's interesting. So here's the next 8x10. Ooh, Chuck Knobloch. Ew, that's not great. So A-Rod so far is our best one of those. And here's the pack. So the best player we've hit is the Frank Thomas checklist. We got Jeffrey Hammonds right on front. Man Ram on the back. And I have seen people sell these packs because they're clear. You know, if you got someone on the front or back that's cool. I have seen that. Jeffrey Hammonds. Catalanato, so the shield, so some doubles already. Mariano Rivera, that's a cool card. Lou Collier, Jacob Cruz, and Manny Ramirez. So we've not really hit anything other than that 99 PlayStation card. So I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. It's just it's kind of fun to open up something so different. Like, you know, when we say they don't make them like they used to, this is definitely one of those products that was very, very rare for back then, and obviously you don't see products like this anymore. Yeah, the Kenny Lofton 8x10. There you go. Alright, so again, if I hit the Griffey or something, I might just frame it or something, you know, just to keep it for fun. I see Fred McGriff on the back of this one, and the front is Brian Rose. Yeah, I would like to hit, you know, a couple Griffey cards. There's a couple chances here, so maybe we can. Bernie Williams, Cecil Fielder as an angel, which is kind of a cool card. Sean Green, Henley Frias, hey, Ricky Henderson, that's cool, and Fred McGriff. So again, I don't think we've hit anything. I'm just gonna kind of run through them again real quick just to make sure I didn't miss a silver or something like that. It's the first time I've opened this, so I am going to go a little slower just because it's clunky and I don't know what I'm looking for on some of these, but they're supposed to be numbered. I don't see anything indicating anything cool, so we go, I think, pack 5. There we go, pack 5. I do like the tear strip. I'm enjoying that. It makes it much easier to kind of open. There's a lot of packaging that's being thrown away here as well. All right, Andy Pettit. There we go. It's a lot of Yankees in this product so far. Kenny Lofton on the front. Sweepstakes card on the back. We shall see who that is. So again, Kenny Lofton, Sammy Sosa, Dante Bichette, Paul Molitor. So we can see there is kind of a pattern to some of the cards. Javier Lopez, Derek Lee, Rafael Palmeiro, and I guess the only player on the 99 MLB card is Ben Grieve. So if you get that card, you're going to get Ben Grieve every time, I guess. That's not fun. Oh well. We'll see if there's different players. I think it's, you know, maybe it's just Ben Grieve. Yeah. That's not fun. Honestly. It's the same player all the time. Okay. Larry Walker. Just, yeah, that's exactly what I needed, was an 8x10 of Larry Walker to complete my man cave, right? All right, there's another 99 on the back. And on the front, we've got Shannon Stewart. So, we are blazing through this, right? Blazing through it. Shannon Stewart, Brad Chanho Park, David Cook. Our first insert, numbered 171 out of 1,000. This is supposed to be the Master Stroke, I'm assuming, because they're out of 1,000. Here we go. Master Stroke, Mike Piazza. Awesome. I just got the Griffey the other day, so I'm really excited. Now I've got the Mike Piazza out of 1,000. That is cool. So I'm going to put that in a top loader, just so I have it protected. Cool card, number out of 1,000. Again, you know, we talked about it. By 98, cards of 1,000 weren't as cool. You know, there was a lot of cards out of 100 by now. So, but 1,000 was still pretty short printed, even in 1998. So this is still pretty cool. There we go. The Master Strokes, Mike Piazza. You can see the back, 171 out of 1,000. So we hit our first actual insert. So there we go. Miguel Tejada, Chipper Jones, Derek Gibson. Nope. Aha. Cal Ripken Jr. So I was fooled. There are different players in that set. So I won't get grieved every time I pull one of those. So that's cool. So I can pull a Griffey one of those. Awesome. I'm assuming Griffey's in the set. He should be in the set, right? You know, Thomas Griffey should be in that set. All right, here we go. Jarrett Wright. Jarrett Wright, 8x10. Here we go. Oh, another. So the PlayStation cards are coming out hot and fast. In the front we got our Tony Womack, our Pirate, our All-Star. He was an All-Star, I believe. Tony Womack. It's not like Carlos Garcia, who won a batting title, I believe. And then right behind him is Jason Kendall, which is cool. One of the Pirates I do collect still from the 90s. If I can find some of his cool inserts, grab them. I almost got his 98 Crusade red, but it went more than I was willing to pay. But I thought that would have been a cool card to get, but it went outside of what I was willing to pay, which is kind of a good sign, you know, that there are people out there putting either that set together or they just like Jason Kendall. And then we've got Matt Williams, and it's a Diamondback. So, all right. Yeah, this is like, I don't know. I think if they would have done this set without the 8x10s and just put an autograph, you know, a really cool autograph card set together, this would have been pretty cool. All right, here we go. Paul Molitor. There we go. Paul Molitor. Insert. So no 99 on this one. No MLB 99 on the back here. And the front is Charles Johnson. So we haven't hit a Griffey, a Jeter, or a Thomas base. The Thomas we did hit is the checklist. So here we go. Johnson, Jeff Bagwell, Will Clark, Brian Jordan, Sean Casey, Pat Hengen, and Michael Coleman. So, okay. All right. Kind of a bummer pack. It says here you get like one insert every 3 packs. So I'm assuming they're taking into account the MLB 99 cards. Because we've only hit one, I call it true insert, which is that Master Stroke. Okay, we got Tony Clark. So, not digging too much our 8x10 so far. There's another MLB 99 on the back here. So I'm hoping to hit, you know, again, a Griffey card. I'm hoping to hit a Griffey base, and we haven't hit that yet either. Gabe Alvarez. Don't like the cards are flipping. There's not that many cards in these packs. Mark Grace, to be flipping every other card. There's Vlad Guerrero looking really young. David Segui. Kevin Millwood. Vlad Guerrero. So was that one a checklist? Oh, Wilton Guerrero. I was wondering. Okay, I just saw Guerrero. Sorry, Vlad. Didn't mean to. Jeremy Gonzalez, and then Andres Galarraga. So, I kind of like the design of those 99 cards. They're the PlayStation cards. They're kind of cool. You know, just kind of a fun little insert set that, you know, obviously won't cost a lot of money, but a nice little design. Very 90s. All right, Barry Larkin with the cool pinstripe white hat. I like that a lot. Here's what the back looks like. Alright, here is the pack. Yeah, I don't know how many of you guys busted this product back in the 90s. It just seems so oddball to me. And could you imagine busting a case of this and having all these 8x10s to have to sort through? And, you know, were people taking these to card shows? Trying to get rid of all their 8x10s. Brian Jordan. And then Jason Kendall. Tony Womack. Bartolo Colon. Juan Gonzalez. Brady Anderson. And then Juan Gonzalez. MLB 99. All right. Nothing numbered yet. Well, I guess you can't see that. We got the one insert. I was thinking more of like the press proof. So we got the Master Stroke, which is one of the probably harder inserts to pull. So I can't really complain. And we got probably the best or hardest to hit insert. Darren Erstad. I'd like to pull one of the parallels. That'd be kind of cool. Again, the golds are numbered out of 300. So Robin Ventura and Levon Hernandez on the back. Patch did not want to open. All right, here we go. Ventura. Now, the other one, the insert was flipped. So I'm hoping they're all flipped that way. They're easy to know when you hit the parallel, so I don't go blowing by it. Jeff Cirillo. So that was, again, a bummer pack. We have not hit a Griffey. Oh, man. I just think it's so funny to go through a whole 90s box and just not pull a single Griffey card. Not fun. Not fun. We've got quite a few packs left to go, so still some hope. All right. Andrew Jones. Very cool. Pack here. Jeff Bagwell on the front. And MLB 99 on the back. We shall see who we get. All right. Jeff Bagwell. That Debbie Cruz. Brian Rose. Bernie Williams. A little stickiness here. Bernie Williams. So we're getting a lot of doubles, but here's Greg Maddux. The first Maddux we've hit. Mark McGwire. First McGwire we've hit. Some new cards. Messina. And then a Matt Williams repeat on the MLB 99. So we got some new cards. Maddux. Messina. So that was cool. Oh, wow, look how clean this one tore. Package Engineers are probably loving that one. It tore clean. Got Roger Clemens. Okay. So he and his Toronto, the Blue Jays garb there. It was always jarring when that first came out. And this is also the time when everyone had these giant logos. Like, look at the Angels logo. Everything was just so big. Look at Cal Ripken on the back. That's cool. I think we pulled a Ripken real early. Like Ripken number 2. I know that's Cessa Fielder number 2. Sean Green. Bobby Higginson. I know that's our second Denny Nagel. There's Roger Clemens. So we pulled double Roger Clemens. Different photo, which is nice. Russell Branyan. And then Cal Ripken Jr. So nice looking rip. Nice looking Ripken. So, but again, we are definitely short on actual hits in this product. And so this is one of the things I always hate about these kind of gimmicky products is, move on, that they consider the 8x10 to be a hit is how I'm looking at it. Like they're, I think Donruss and they were like, oh, like people were going to, just like the Pinnacle Insight product where they thought the can was like a hit, was a collectible in its own right. So they didn't need to put as much content in the actual product. I think they're doing the same thing here, where it's like, okay, well, there is some cool inserts here, but we don't need to really make them too easy to get, or give you lots of content, because they you're getting all these cool 8x10s. And so here's our second insert. It's a freeze frame, and right up in front of it, it's the Frank Thomas base card, and our freeze frame is Barry Bonds. So again, I'll critique the card because it's what I do, but it's a basic foil front. Now the first 500, and this is card 747 of 4500. The first 500 have a die cut that goes like across here and here, so that's a little cooler. But it is just a foil card. There's nothing etched, nothing cool about it, nothing shiny about it. So just from my perspective as a card collector, buying cards like, from the 90s, this is not interesting at all, honestly. Just kind of an ugly design. The only thing they did was put this kind of like film across it, and that's it. Never out of 4500, but it's Barry Bonds, so at least we hit a good player. But again, unless it's the die cut version, these are very, very boring of an insert. So again, not a lot of effort in that insert, to be honest. And if you saw my last Griffey video, I did talk about how I think this set could have been done a little bit better. Like the transition they have here could have been more dramatic, in terms of like, drawn art to, an actual photograph. So yeah, that's just my opinion. We did get the Frank Thomas base card. Yay. There was much rejoicing. Again, Russ Davis. So we've hit every Mariner but Griffey for the most part. Jason Dixon, and then Tom Glavine, MLB 99. So base cards are fun. Base cards are fun of players that you like to get. So here is base card of Frank Thomas. It's going to go into a sleeve and a holder. Because if you look at how this set, because Frank Thomas was the Donruss guy, and if you look at the front, you can see he's very well represented on the packaging. So Donruss was all in on Big Frank, Big Kurt, and Upper Deck was Griffey. I don't know who Topps was at the time. Anybody know who the top spokesman was in '98? Because it wasn't Thomas or Griffey. Was it McGuire? Someone like this? Was it Sosa? I don't know who this top, I know there was like Glavine and Maddox did some stuff. Oops, sorry. Keep hitting the camera. Don't mean to do that. So there is. There we go. Pull it up a little bit so you can see more and less. I got some glare. I'm trying to prevent the glare. It's really hard. And still see the cards. So here is Todd Erdos. That's a name I've never heard of. So it's interesting. Todd Erdos. There's a card flipped in the pack, so maybe we hit our first parallel. Erdos, Bobby Bonilla, Mo Vaughn, and what do we got here? We got, a silver press proof. Sweet. They look nice. Studio proof, Andy Pettit, and one. So they say their serial number, but then they just say 1 of 1,000. So that's not serial numbering, unless this is card 1, which I don't think it is. Yeah, 1 of 1,000. I don't think that's serial numbering. So they kind of lied on the old press release. They're saying that they are serial numbered. They are not. They say on the back 1 of 1,000, but that's different than if it's being actual serial numbered. Like the insert that we got earlier was the like this card is 171 of 1,000. That's serial numbering. So I don't know why they decided to do that, but that's what they did. So interesting. Let's see if we can get the Griffey base now. So we hit our first parallel. I'm really cool about that. Got Kevin Brown, Jason Giambi, and Aaron Boone. So, all right. So we are getting down to the last third of the box here. This one, the glue is completely gone. I could just lifted the flap up and got this one out. So that's interesting. A little glue here. And this is the actual Frank Thomas. That's really cool. So this is the actual Thomas. So this is what was on the front of the box. So you can see it right here. So we got the Frank Thomas portrait. That's cool. So that would definitely stay in the old collection. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know if I'm going to frame them or just kind of like... They're clunky and hard to deal with. But I definitely like having the Frank Thomas around. I'll probably just end up, keeping him. And, maybe hanging him up, somewhere around the old man cave. It's our first Ivan Rodriguez card. That's cool. There's an A-Rod card. That's cool. So we're hitting some different players. Matt Norris, Andy Benez, Raul Mondesi, Alan Benez, Bubba Trammell, and then the 99 MLB 99 card is Jeff Bagwell. So in this product, so from what I'm taking, got 2 packs left, is that all the hits are flipped upside down. So if you're going to open a product like this, or going to open this product, you'll know you have a hit because it's backwards in the pack. So just FYI. There's Derek Jeter. So we're getting all the good portraits at the end of the product. So there's Derek Jeter. Very cool. No autograph portraits though. So nothing autographed yet. Still got one more shot here at an autograph. So it would be cool to get an autograph, like a Frank Thomas autograph. All right, no 99 card here. So our only chance of insert, if we get something flipped upside down, I don't see it. So let's Travis Lee. Let's try to get the Griffey. Mondesi, Larry Walker, Eric Milton, Loaiza, Tom Coe, and Matt Morris. Okay. All right, last pack. So this is our last chance of an autograph. Last chance to get a Griffey base card. Another insert. So we shall see what we get here. All right, Ben Grieve, not Griffey. So Ben Grieve. We got the Jeter and we got the Thomas. We got 2 out of the 3. That's cool. And we got a 99 card. So maybe it's a Griffey. Who knows? Maybe it's a Thomas. Maybe it's a Jeter, the player we actually collect. There's something in here that's different. So that's cool. It's another freeze frame. Alan Benez, Juan Encarnacion, Bubba Trammell. It is not die cut, so it's a base one. It is Frank Thomas. There we go. All right. I'm not a huge fan of the set design, but at least we got an insert of Frank Thomas. And we got Barry Bonds too. So we got the player selection on our freeze frames was pretty good. And again, getting a Mike Piazza was not a bad hit on the old Master Stroke. So you can see 967. This had to be below 500 to 500 below to get the old die cut. All right, Benez, Estes, and then our MLB 99 is Juan Gonzalez, which is a repeat. So there it is. That is the box. So let's do a little recap on the inserts. Again, this is the checklist. Frank Thomas. I'll sleeve it in a minute. Kind of put everything here. And then we'll go through the 8x10. So let's go through the 8x10s first. I mean, this is what makes this product so heavy. I mean, these are some chunk of you know, they got some weight to them. So we got the Ben Grieve, cool one here. We got Derek Jeter, 8x10. That's awesome. Again, oops, nothing gold, just, you know, just the bases. Got the Frank Thomas base. It's got a little glue here. I think I can get that off without much trouble. We got Mark McGwire. Got Mo Vaughn. Got Roger Clemens. Got Andrew Jones. Darren Erstad. Barry Larkin. Tony Clark, Paul Molitor, Jarrett Wright, Larry Walker, Andy Pettit, Kenny Lofton, Chuck Knobloch, A-Rod, and Jose Cruz Jr. was the first one we hit. And I'm trying to think of like how many players are in this set. You know, there's a 20, there's a 23, so there's a lot of players in this set. I think it's maybe like a 30 card set. And then here is the actual hits. So we got one base card. It is Frank Thomas, that of a player we collect. So we didn't get the Jeter. We did not get the Griffey. We pulled 0 Griffies in the entire box, which is disheartening for me. 2 freeze frames. They're all the base kind. Again, first 500 die cut. We did not pull a die cut. We got Frank Thomas and Barry Bonds. Those 2 were cool. And again, these are numbered out of 4,500. We got an Andy Pettit silver press proof. Donruss Studio. And then they are 1 out of 1,000, but they're not serial numbered. They just say 1 out of 1,000. And then the big hit, I guess, the Master Strokes, the Mike Piazza. These are numbered out of 1,000. Just 171 out of 1,000. So we got the Mike Piazza. A bunch of these MLB 99 PlayStation cards. Got a lot of doubles. You know, 2 Juan Gonzalez's. Got Bagwell, Glavine, 2 Matt Williams cards. Andres Galarraga, 1 Ripken, 2 Ben Grieve. So I guess Ripken was our best hit on that. They're kind of fun, just like base looking cards. They're not numbered, so I don't know how many cards are in this set. Again, I'm assuming there's a Griffey and a Thomas. And then some base cards here. And so, really, you know, overall opinion here, it's not a set that I would spend a lot of money on trying to open a lot of this product. If I was going to rate it, I would give it a solid 5, you know, for the 90s, just because it is just not well designed enough for me. It doesn't have enough content to really go after it. You know, there isn't any huge home run hits. Even if you get a gold press proof, they don't sell for tons. I guess the autographs, but they're on 8x10s. You can go on eBay and get a lot of those autos. They're really cheap comparatively because, again, they're not on regular cards, so people don't like them as much. The big inserts like the Master Strokes, I just got the Griffey just the other day, and it wasn't that expensive comparatively, you know, for a card. I mean, they're number out of 1,000, but they're not really that popular. So again, I'm not trying to be overly negative. I'm just saying, you know, it's an oddball set. It's got a weird chase, which is these 8x10s. Even the hard to get inserts are just kind of they're not super awesome designed. And again, if you pull the really hard to get autographs, they're going to be on an 8x10. So even if you pull a great player, you know, they're not as desirable if it was on an on-card auto on a regular card. So, you know, it's a set that really was fun to open once, but I definitely would not open a bunch of this product. Unlike a lot of the Chrome and Finest products from the 90s, which I've opened multiple times on my channel, because they're a lot more fun, bigger home run potential than a product like this. But it was cool to open it and kind of experience it for the first time. And again, it's got nice base cards. They are nice looking. The parallel looks cool. You know, the padded parallel, that looks nice. Very shiny. So it's not a total like dog product. Again, that's why I give it a 5. It's just very mediocre. A couple cool designs, but overall just a very, I call it very, you know, gimmicky product. And I don't like 8x10, so that's why I gave it a 5. Your mileage may vary. Tell me what you would rate it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit longer than most because of just a little more packaging to open. But hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time on Cards and Comics. Bye.